My name is BK FOXX.
Claudio Picasso. I go by CPWON. We are in Chinatown doing a pair of murals.
I started doing this because my sister and I moved near an old estate that had been converted, and half the property is kind of like neglected and abandoned. And so it was a really good place to practice, because once I started doing it, I was like, oh, this is cool. Painting big, something about it, like when you see it, it's a different experience. And that was really cool. And so from the beginning, I didn't think it was anything, but it amused the shit out of me. And from painting in there more and more, just because I was like, oh, this is fun. Some woman walking her dog in there said, oh, you want to come paint my shop? And here we are.
You can sit down. I always drew. As a little kid, I was drawing on the walls of my mom's apartment and, and later in the house and stuff. And elementary school, drawing contests with the other kids who were drawing every day, and I just never stopped. I kept on drawing, and you are best at what you do most, right?
I did all kinds of things because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I didn't think that art was any kind of viable thing. And then I was like, well, what am I going to do? I'm not going to go into debt for no reason and waste time and money when I didn't know, so I just worked. But I more or less, I started to get into it. I got a couple jobs, and I thought, okay, I'll try to do it full time, because I figured you just need rent and cat food and figure out the rest after, Is
it okay if you're in the video?
Yeah, that's fine. The guy that's chopping wood in the New York City streets in the dead of winter.
Yeah, I think it's pretty unique.
There was a pretty long time that I can say, the first 5 years that I was doing it, where I didn't think that my stuff was good. I was like, well, my art sucks, but it's still better than most of the shit that I'm seeing around. And I think eventually I got to the point where I was like, okay, my stuff really isn't that bad. And now I can say maybe that 2/3 of the pieces that I do like. You don't want to compare yourself to other artists. You want to only compare yourself to your previous self.
My family used to pick me up at the airport at JFK, and I'd get in the back of the car and then be like, oh, I can't do this anymore, I want to quit. And they were like, my father was like, there, honey, like, you don't know what they did to me, And I used to have that all the time. And so you really have to hustle all the time.
It's the repetition, it's just doing it over and over and over again. And I promise that if you continue to practice doing what you are trying to get better at, you're going to get good.
You have to really want something in order to go to the length to do it in the first place. But if you can do it, you learn a lot, you see a lot, the rewarding part is I've gotten to go to all these kinds of places and see sides of life that a lot of people would never have access to. I mean, every project I think I've met somebody who I'm still in contact with. You bond with people that then you're leaving and they're sad to see you go. We all had a warm fuzzy time together, and here we are. Being able to essentially create your own billboards is something that other people do not get to do. I could stand on a street corner and scream all kinds of things and nobody would pay attention to me. But there has yet to be something else that has quite the upside. You know what I mean? It took me a day, a week, a month, whatever. I leave. Then it stays there. And people get to have their own experiences with that. You can paint something pretty, you can paint whatever, but you have an opportunity to put something out in the public. Like, here, look at this, and you have to, because it's in the public. It's on the corner. day. There's nothing